and so I put it on a charger. Remember somebody else gave us their phone to charge? So I had to look for another charger. So I had to put it on a charger I was like, I hope it come back on, because you had just updated your phone like 2 nights prior or something like that. I was like, I know it's not happening again. So then when it came on, I was like, as soon as I can get a good Wi-Fi connection, I'm updating my phone. So as soon as we got back, I updated my phone.
Let's sit there for 10 minutes and let it update. You looked at the new stuff on the update?
No, but I heard that they have a bonnet emoji.
You got a bonnet emoji?
Memoji.
A bonnet emoji?
Mm-hmm. So I got to talk to Mel so she can show me how to get to the memoji.
So you gotta talk to Mel. You gotta talk to Mel. How you get that here? Mommy, come see Mommy.
She know how to do it. I don't know how to get to it.
Sure.
Right.
Mommy, come see.
Hit me with a Sammy.
Yeah, Mommy. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What up, though? Welcome to the episode of Taking the Stage. I'm the Mad Guy Steve. This is
Paigey Wagey.
Paigey Babe. Paigey Babe, what's the news of the day, news of the week?
Oh, a few things.
Uh-huh.
My OG baby, my first little baby.
Mm-hmm.
He made 8 yesterday. Shout out to Shane Jr. Happy birthday.
This is where we put a clip of him during the episode, during his episode of our podcast.
Yes, put another clip up.
How can you put them in ice cream?
Hold on a second. You telling me you can put strawberries in the ice cream? Okay, so you made strawberry ice cream or strawberries on top of the ice cream?
Strawberry ice cream.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you do that?
Put them in the ice cream. We know how to make ice cream. And maybe we could put few in it. And it might get freezing cold. Just like what I did at my Shane Again episode.
Mm-hmm.
That was freezing cold at Baton Rouge. Okay, welcome to Shane Jr.'s YouTube channel. Ice cream! The ice beads are super cold. But then the ice, it's super freezing and cold. Let's try my...
Also, we celebrated 14 years of Staige.
Mm-hmm. 14 years of taking the stage. Yes,
on the 21st. And for the rest of it, we made it. It was a long week.
Made it through another one, boss.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. This week has been lengthy, but, good. Mm-hmm. Productive.
It's always worth it.
Yeah.
I was looking at something on YouTube, and somebody she had gone through so many struggles that she didn't know that she would face. Like, I think she found out like 9 months ago or something that she had breast cancer, like stage 1 breast cancer. Mm-hmm. So she had to go through that whole process. It only took her about like 8 or 9 months to go through the full process and now into remission. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. But she was just speaking about like just how don't take things for granted. I was trying to say advantage. Don't take things for granted and just be thankful for everything. And that just reminded me like of myself. That's kind of how I think throughout the day. Like, like sometimes when I'm like washing clothes and I'm like, all right, hallelujah. Like, those small things, just having like the use of your limbs and breath. And like, she just like motivated me so much in what she was saying. And so I just really appreciated that, and just always walking in gratefulness and like just being thankful for being here.
Yeah. I mean, the world is rough.
It really is.
There's a lot going on, and people going through stuff, and just literally take advantage of the fact that the Almighty has given you another moment to live.
Mm-hmm. And that you have control over how you maneuver certain like avenues. Like you said, life is rough, but it doesn't have to be rough.
Yeah, or stay rough.
It's like it's about your outlook on things. Yeah,
you have some bumpy areas and some weak times, weak moments, and also to your point, there's certain things you can't control.
Right.
So don't stress and worry and overexert yourself and exhaust yourself over the things you can't.
Right.
Just the things that you can, just be thankful for those and walk in that light. So yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. You know how I say stress will kill you.
Sure.
It will.
It will. It will. Talking about great ass. Okay, so speaking of which, today's topic.
Oh, sorry about that.
What?
My little sidebar.
Spiel? News of the day. She said news of the world of today. Oh, I got you. Okay, don't worry.
No, I just felt it so much in like
It's on your
what she
spirit.
was
It's on
saying.
your spirit. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, so speaking of which, today I think our topic, we celebrate 2 anniversaries. Not only our wedding anniversary, but we celebrate our dating anniversary as well. 9/21/08.
Is it inception?
Conception? Is it the inception? The
No, I think
beginning.
the beginning.
The beginning.
Genesis of it.
The Genesis.
Yes,
The
yes.
Bereshit.
The Bereshit.
Okay. In the beginning. Okay. So we also celebrate our dating anniversary.
Yes.
Every year. I mean, even Tati gives us a text every year.
She really does. Shout out to Tati.
To remind us of how much how impactful our anniversary is.
It means a lot. I mean, that was like, now we're kind of like one because it's, excuse me.
But yeah, so we celebrate our not only our wedding anniversary but our dating anniversary.
Right.
Because that's an important part of our story and our like you said, our genesis.
Yeah, we were like 2 completely different people before we met.
Yes.
So it's always important for us to go back and kind of see where we started to where we are now.
I just said that.
Oh,
because
goodness. Wait, did I walk myself into something?
No, I'm glad you're right there. You're right there. So what we'll start off the episode is just recapping a little bit about our start, our beginning.
Okay.
So, how do we meet, babe? Why you laughing?
I'm not gonna go into the whole story.
Nah, go into the whole story.
No.
People want to know.
The people can go back to past episodes of Taking the Stage podcast.
Nah. Give us a recap. Okay, what happened?
What happened
from your perspective? Yeah, sorry.
You and I met in college. Actually, my second week of college.
Yes.
Y'all, my mama did not send me to school to find a man.
But she sure found one.
Lo and behold. No, it's so funny because, me and Ariane, you can bleep her name out. Me and Ariane, we went to the same school, Southeastern, starting off. And her and I have been friends since middle school. And literally like weeks before school, like the week before school, whatever, we were like, girl, you packed? Are you packed? And like talking about all this stuff and like where we're going to meet up and like what dorms we were going to be in and stuff like that. And we made a pact with each other. We were like, we're about to go in here. We're going to grind. We're going to do this and do that. And this is how we're going to like set up our futures. And we were specifically like, we are not going to date. We're not interested. Like all like talking big stuff, right?
Big trash.
Like just for us to get to school, and then like I met you and was just like, I guess, head over heels.
I said, how did we meet, Paige? You didn't answer the question.
Oh, I was about to say I was still by myself in school though. How did we meet? I digress. We met second week of my freshman year. I believe that was your junior year.
Yes.
At a rugby party.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to do before that?
No, that term is very loose. Very loose. A rugby party. It was rugby guys.
What we thought.
Go ahead.
What we thought was going to be a rugby party.
Yes.
1, I didn't know what rugby was. And 2, well, okay, I'll go back a little bit further. I was just hanging out with Ariane and one of our other friends, and the other friend was like, hey, do you guys want to like do something tonight? And we were like, because me and Ariane, us, we would be apprehensive of like everything.
Do what?
And she was
we
like,
just made this pact.
Right. She was like, these people having a party. That's why we thought it was an actual party. We didn't know it was just like some guys asking her and her friends to come over. Sounds a little
sketchy right now. Yeah,
like saying it like
what you
that.
saying it? Yeah. Made me seem like a creepy stuff.
Like sounds predatory.
That's not how it. Okay.
But that's how it was presented to us, and I was looking like, I don't know. But I had told myself that I wasn't going to be how I was in high school, and that I would just open myself up to new opportunities and things like that. Because at this point, I'm like, okay, you're an adult, like, try to do adult things. I don't know. And so Ariana and I were like, if you go, I'm going to go. And when you ready to leave, I'm leaving. Like, that's what we told each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so you came picked us up in Little Big Red. And
okay, wait, before we actually meet. Okay, so what I played rugby. The rugby guys that I always hung with every day, every week. It was a Friday evening, and we were like, said, bro, it's boring out here. And one of them literally said, this is pardon my phrase, but this is a sausage fest right now. It was just us 4 guys.
Ew.
That's what he said. I'm saying, Bear.
Of course. I know you're talking about.
So he said, come on, man. Y'all ain't got no women, no females. Y'all don't know no people. Come invite some people over, man. Come on, man.
Like he had somebody over there.
Exactly. He did not either. So we were like, okay, well, oh yeah, what about old girl? She was there that other time. Remember her? Let's call her. And we called her, and she was like, well, I'm with some friends. Bring them on over. There we go. Invite everybody. So that's how it started. It wasn't a rugby party. It ended up being a rugby party because then we invited more rugby guys and more. I mean, they brought their, not significant others, but female friends or whatever. And so it ended up being a rugby party, but it started off with which is how most rugby parties start. If it's not right after the rugby match, rugby party starts. Okay, it's a bunch of people.
Very reckless.
Reckless.
I must say.
Yes.
Didn't that guy like climb a tree and like break his foot that same night? That was crazy to me.
Yes. That same night, yes. I don't know why he climbed the tree. There's a tree outside.
That was some wild stuff. I was like, what is going on in this place?
So anyway, I forgot other stuff happened that night too. Oh no, that was when Randy came.
Oh.
Yeah. On the side of the building or whatever.
College was the time.
College was wild. Anyway, so that's how we met.
Uh-huh.
Was okay, well, they needed a ride to the party. Mm. So I went to pick them up in my truck because I had a truck. No one else wanted to drive. And they were all drinking. I was not at the time. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'll go pick them up. And so when I got there, why did I have to go upstairs? I forgot why I had to, because I didn't just stay in the truck. For some reason, I had to go upstairs or something.
No.
Yeah, I didn't stay in the truck.
You didn't stay in the truck, but you didn't go upstairs.
Oh, okay, I got out of the truck for something.
Yeah.
Oh, to let you up, I don't know.
I guess to like let us in or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, okay. And so, I let y'all in, you and Ariana sit in the back. Mm-hmm. The other girl sit in the front. Mm-hmm. And I hear you and Ariana whispering back there. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh, he cute. I was. That's what I was saying.
She's trying to get my good side, bro.
Not on your good side. I'm always on your good side. Come on.
You got a good point. Okay. So you and Ariane are in the back. Yeah, she's in the front, and then we get to the actual party, and you are smitten.
Ugh.
With
here you go.
The fella, and so I mean, we had a good time.
No, at first, like for most of the party, Ariana and I was just chilling.
Yeah. You
and I weren't really like talking.
Yeah, it was near the end.
Yeah.
So it was a wild night. Nothing happened. Nothing happened like that. But
I'm about to say, because I'm a lady, okay?
Nothing happened. I just said that, Paige. Goodness gracious. So anywho, so then cut to the next morning, where you barely remember me.
Mm-hmm. That was true.
And we all, the same group, decides to go to the calf and go to breakfast together. Uh-huh. And I tell this story till the day I pass. So if you know anything about Paige's laugh, that laugh, but the one she's trying to hold in. her laugh is rather loud. Let's go with that. Loud. Now in high school, she holds it in now.
Okay.
Not in high school. In college, it was extreme versions of her laugh.
It depends on what's funny.
So, we in the calf, it's a Saturday morning. It's only like the group that we have together in this huge cafeteria.
Like nobody's on campus on Saturday.
Not a one. And so, they sit us next to each other. And I know she barely remembers me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just trying to gauge the situation. She is laughing at every small thing with the heartiness.
It was funny.
Like someone, like it was a stand-up comedian telling these jokes. Like that.
Wait.
But imagine it echoing off the walls of this cafeteria. So, I'm like, she doing it on purpose, bro.
No, the conversation was very funny. Look at the people who was with.
She doing it on purpose, bro. She trying to just, okay, you could have just said you don't like me, bro. You ain't got to do all that.
He swears I didn't like him. That was not the thing. I'm just
telling you what I saw, what I felt, what I realized. All right. Is that you're cackling in my right ear.
Wait,
still, to this day. Cackling in my right ear. So what am I supposed to think?
That is fun. You're supposed to be laughing. Why are you worrying about me?
Because I'm trying to gauge the situation. I thought we had a moment the night before.
Just say we did. However,
I wouldn't have known that the way you laughing in my ear.
You were in your feelings.
My feelings?
You gauging the situation the whole time at a friend
I was trying
breakfast.
to get in my feelings. I was trying to feel it. To feel what was going on.
But we were amongst friends at a friend breakfast.
Anywho, so that's how we met.
No, tell the people what happened after that.
Okay, so then we left the calf.
We all walked back to my dorm.
Not we all. Me, you, and Ariane walked back to your dorm. Everyone walked back to a dorm. I was going back to their dorm. And you, I showed you some card tricks. Then you gave Ariane the okay that you could go.
No, you talking about two different things.
Oh, okay.
It was more than Ariane who came back to my dorm room because when we got there.
But when I showed you card tricks, I thought it was just us two.
It was just us two.
Okay.
When we got there,
mixed up with that.
We didn't know. Well, you remember as we were walking back to my dorm, you text me.
Yeah. And
you were like something like, sorry, I'm kind of hanging back. I'm a little shy, and I did embarrass. I was like, you were shy?
What? You shy like that? What you mean you shy? Get up, boy.
And then we got back to my dorm, and I think that our friends set us up because they all left. Do you remember that?
That's why I was like, I don't remember them even being there.
Yeah, they all left, and I was like, where is everybody going? And they was like, oh, we're going to be right back. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, since we're waiting, can you help me make my bed? Because I was cleaning up.
I remember that.
I was cleaning up.
Put me to work since day 2.
I was cleaning up. I was like, you was just sitting there. I'm like, you got to be a gentleman. Help me make my bed or offer or something. And then.
I didn't want to overstep my boundaries.
No, help me make my bed? Oh, yeah, true.
That's a bit.
I guess, yeah. That wasn't going through my head, though. And then you was like, can I use these cards or whatever? And I was like, oh, yeah. And then you showed me, like, the card tricks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been bliss ever since.
Yeah, that first. Okay, so I'll get to it. The next thing I want us to ask or think about is, so what did you expect from our first meeting? Or to be honest, did you expect all this?
You mean all of this like 14 years later?
Yes.
No.
What did you expect from our first meeting?
Nothing.
0 things.
Initially, when we first met, I thought it was just going to be like, oh, this is Paige, kind of like getting into the dating scene. That's what I thought it was going to be like. I don't know why. Like, I wasn't a huge dater, like, in high school and stuff like that.
Glad you did that. I've been even having this piece of coal in your eye.
And I washed my face.
Oh, that's a bump.
Really? What?
Oh, it's right here.
My tear duct is just swollen because it's early. Boy.
Oh, they have a dot. Let me see it. Stop moving your face.
Get your hands out of my
There we go. That's all I want to get, bro. You into the dating scene. That's what you thought.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is me getting into the dating scene. I'm not used to really like dating and things like that. And I also didn't have any intentions on dating and stuff. So when we first met, I was just like, oh, okay, like, you're going to do you and I'm going to do me. Which is kind of how we started out. Not like as in seeing other people, but like having our own separate lives. Like, you remember, like, every week I used to go back home to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, I would see all my same friends, do, like, all the same things that I was used to doing. Like, I would study all the time, like, in my room, go to the gym by myself. Like, it was just, we talked to each other when we wanted to talk to each other, basically. And we used to do a lot of, for the old folks out there, the Facebook, what was the Facebook Messenger or whatever? They call it Messenger now, but whatever the old Facebook chat or inbox was. Yeah, so I didn't think that it was going to be a serious thing. But that was like very, like, y'all don't, okay. Our relationship timeline moved very quickly.
So let me pause you.
So I'm talking about the first few days of us meeting.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say, hold on. Because I was about to say,
no.
The story that she has in her head is not what happened.
No.
Because we spent every single moment together.
We did.
So what single lives you talking about? We spent, on the weekends we did go back to our houses, but we spent every second together.
Yes, but you remember you used to always say to me, like, what's going on with you? Like you waiting for, well, I would say,
waiting for the other
shoe to drop or something like that. But that was like a me thing where I'm like, this is like too good to be true. Like, something is up.
Yeah, your feelings. Hey.
Here you go.
So yeah, but okay. So to answer the question, I didn't expect anything out of our first meeting either.
And that's normal for people who are like first meeting.
But even after that first night, or even after that first few days, I was just like, I thought the other shoe was gonna drop as well. Mm-hmm. It was pretty much after we call our dating anniversary, but when we finally decided, okay, no, we in this for real.
Right.
That's when I was like, oh, okay. 9 days later, but so that was the thing I was gonna bring up. It's not on the docket, but I was gonna bring it up, and that is, so let me tell you how we actually started dating, the actual time.
Okay.
So again, we met on a Friday, going into Saturday, and then so my friend. Or our friend, Dominique, always had Sunday dinners.
Yes.
Where all of us got together. She cooked, we played cards, had some beverages, etc., blah, blah, blah. So, at Sunday dinner, not that Sunday, but the next Sunday, so 9 days later, she had realized, oh, I'm always hanging with this girl. I'm always with her, and I invited her to that dinner, but you had to go. You went back home.
I was coming back home.
So yeah. Or you went.
I was coming back to school. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you were coming back to school that Sunday evening, and but Dominique said, well, Dominique and or Britt, I forget which one said it, but so y'all dating or what? What's going on? When you gonna bring home? When you gonna bring your Sunday dinner? Huh? I was like, I don't even know if we're officially dating or not. I don't even know. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to ask her to be my girlfriend that day. So when she got back, I went back to her dorm, and we're talking and shooting the breeze, and I was like, so I got a question. And then, of course, she always goes, what is it now? Anytime I say I got a question. So I said, well, so me and Neek and Britt were talking, right? We were just talking about me and you and our relationship, how it's going. And then, and she cuts me off. You asked me to be your girlfriend?
That is how it happened.
I was like, yeah.
Look.
I thought we was already there. I thought that was already there.
Okay, first of all, you know me. I don't like to beat around the bush. Just say it directly to me. I don't want any gray.
Why you gotta say it so rough?
I don't know.
Thing about it is you're not a rough person. You lady for real. But how you come out your mouth, you be like, You asked me to be your girlfriend. But just say that, boy.
Probably the,
You see, you shy. Get over here.
the New Orleans.
Yeah, that New Orleans come out quick. I'm like, hey. Bro, yeah, you know the words. Okay, so yeah, those first 9 days. How were those first 9 days? From we met on
Friday.
September 13th.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
12th. September 12th.
12 because.
But going into the 13th.
Yeah.
And then, 9/21/08 is our dating anniversary.
Those
first
9 days were like refreshing. That would be the term that I would use. Because that was it was something that I had never experienced before. I was just kind of, what they say, throwing caution to the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was allowing myself to be open and to move freely and to just take whatever was coming my way. I enjoyed every step of it, not only because you and I were growing closer, but because I was kind of stepping into the next phase of who I was becoming.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even though I was trying to like tread lightly, I was walking deeper into it.
Like, oh, this ain't nothing. That's ocean. That's ocean. That's ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the first 9 days, during those first 9 days, I wanted to, wasn't that when I got you
Needle
CD?
CD?
Mm-hmm. On that Tuesday, I think.
That Wednesday.
It was Tuesday, huh?
Oh. It was a Wednesday. I don't know why I remember that it was a Wednesday, but it really was a Wednesday.
I remember it being
because you had rugby practice that Tuesday, and then you had something happen with your ankle, and you would like come over to my dorm, and I remember asking Ariana to come with me. That's when I asked her to come with me to hang out in the hallway while I went to your dorm, just in case you was up there anything, wishy-washy.
That really happened too.
I'm gonna protect myself.
She came over to the dorm. I had no idea about Ariana being in the hallway.
You sure didn't.
So she came over to the dorm, left the door open enough, and then just checking my ankle, and we just hanging out. Then finally she said, "Oh wait, hold up, I forgot."
I'm like, let me tell Ariana she can go.
She can go. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't know what she was up to. I didn't know what she was up to. I didn't know what she was doing.
I ain't about to get got in the dorm.
I mean, I get it, but anywho. All right, but yeah, those first 9 days was really good. So overall, how was it dating me? How was that experience?
Dating you it wasn't bad. I mean,
it wasn't bad. That's how.
No,
that's the level. Did you give me a C? You give me a C grade.
No. Oh, if we're doing A through F, I would say A minus. Only minus being because every relationship has its like ebbs and flows, and so we've always had a lot more like good times than we've had bad times.
Yeah.
But that's still to say we've also had bad times.
Yeah, true.
So I have really enjoyed like just being with you in general because we weren't just dating. We've also been very good friends. We like each other as people.
Mm-hmm. So this is a question that I brought.
How was it dating me?
Oh, it was A+. You're not gonna catch me. Not gonna catch me on camera. Not gonna catch me on tape stealing boxes.
Not stealing boxes.
No, I mean it was I would say A-. So I think just like with any relationship or any two people come together and decide that they're gonna be a bond of some sorts. There's some give and takes, and it's not always perfect.
Right.
It's not always the right way to give and the right way to take or the right way to do this and that. So there's always gonna be ups and downs.
You don't start off with perfect balance.
Yeah, but I would say A-, same thing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right. So what do you wish I would have done better in the dating life that we had?
I think that the general way that you handle me is always good. Like You listen to me. You're very respectful. You don't really like get out of pocket with me a lot. Done better, I would say effort. I mean, not effort like with me, but just like in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Just doing more like outside of like just working and being with me. Like, I think that's what fulfills you. However, there are so many other working parts where it's like I could have used a little bit more support in those.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think I've worked on that over time though.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've worked on that. All right, next question. Okay.
What could I have done better?
Drats. I set myself up for these. What was I thinking? Effort. No, I'm just kidding. I guess maybe.
Let me see if you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say.
Tamed your approach on how you just taming yourself a little bit, just pulling back just a little bit on your aggressiveness was a little bit.
Not aggressive.
You know, we just said. You guys can be your girlfriend. You know.
I knew.
In other times as well. I'm gonna bring up all the old times. You know, but yeah. I think you worked on that as well over time. Okay, what do you wish I still did when we were dating that I don't do now?
How elaborate you were in like some of the things.
Okay, yeah. So, what do you wish I still did when we were dating versus that I don't do now?
I would say how elaborate you were, like, and
elaborate,
like taking me on dates.
Oh, gotcha.
And we would have like candlelit dinners and stuff. I mean, we do as much as we can with the kids now, but like,
you missed that part.
Yeah, the I guess the romantic part.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a little more complicated with them too, and we don't really have. When your mom comes and helps, we don't really have like a.
Like, we don't have time away from them. Like, when we have date nights.
School and stuff, so.
Yeah, when we have date nights, it's with them in the background. It's not like we go get a hotel room, like go to a nice dinner. Like, we're not like just out by ourselves.
Yeah, I missed that part too. I mean, just kind of the, I guess overall, well, effort's the right word, I guess. Effort that we would put into each other. That we can't really do as much. I mean, this is us doing it right now.
Right. This is like our only personal time. Look at how many interruptions we've had.
Right. So, yeah, I missed that part too. But, yeah, I mean, we, like you said, we do the best that we can nowadays. So, all right. So, I pulled up some questions from like a relationship review type of situation. So, I have 5 questions here. Let's try to answer those 5 questions. Just as honestly as possible.
Okay. Right. You know, I won't give you anything less.
True that. What's one of your favorite traits of mine?
Oh, I have a few.
She got all giggly. Okay.
I would say I'm trying to see which one ranks higher. It's 2 of them come to mind: your patience and your kindness. I was trying to see which one I would rank higher, but it's like I can't. I mean, I probably because they go hand in hand. You are just extremely kind to anyone you come across. And I think that comes from like your level of patience. Like, no matter what has going on in your day, you still meet people with kindness. Like, you don't let certain things kind of overtake you, and you're very like cautious with how you approach people and with the things that you say and how things can be conveyed. It's almost like, you know, when people say, look at something from the other person's side.
Yeah.
It's like you live in that though. So it's like second nature to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's taken work, but I've always kind of had most of that in me, just to they always say you don't know what another person's going through, right? So
It's very selfless.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I don't know what another person's going through, then I it's hard for me to, if I'm just seeing them or just meeting them, and they've given me none of the energy of another negative energy, just because I had it with someone else or with another thing that I've gone through that day.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with them, right? So I shouldn't take it out on them. So I try to employ that for sure. Mine of yours would be, how do I put this? Your commitment to greatness and not letting anyone around you even possibly not be great.
I do have high
refuse.
expectations.
Yes, you refuse to let them, or you're just not gonna be around them. Is that you have
Yeah.
yeah?
I mean, if you put it that way, it kind of sounds a little bad, but
No, that's not. So, and I don't mean it to be bad. I mean, okay, I remember. Okay, so I've always been amazing at math, right? The concepts, the ideas, the solving equations and stuff like that. I've always been great. Hence, I was a math major. Hence, I teach mathematics right now. But in undergrad, I was also lazy, and I was also a college kid, and also a rugby guy, and so I didn't put in the effort to be great. You refuse to let that stay after I met you.
Because I can see past it, and like laziness is something you can easily overcome. Get up.
Not easily. It's not that easy. I mean, it took work to do that. I've never had to work at math. Never had to do it.
But math wasn't your only responsibility.
I never had to work at school before this. But so my point is, you refuse to, and just like you said it so nonchalantly just now. But laziness, you could just not be lazy. Just get up. That's what I mean by you have that passion for greatness, and you refuse to let anyone around you even sniff non-greatness.
Well, yeah, I believe that you are the company you keep, and if I have this drive in me, why not share that with the next person?
Yeah.
Like, that would be completely selfish of me to keep this just all to myself.
Yeah. That sounds a good quality, right?
Oh, no, just explaining it.
Okay, here's another one.
Uh-huh.
Are we happy with the way we divide household roles and responsibilities?
You go first.
So, our household roles and responsibilities entail a lot.
It's a lot of, moving parts.
There's a lot of moving parts. For the most part, since Paige is home most of the day, she does most of the chores, I would say. I don't get too many of them.
It has always been that day, even when I wasn't home.
However, not true. Not always. When we first had Mel, that wasn't true. Because you were pumping all day. So I had to do most of the cleaning and washing.
You're talking about 6 months out of...
No. Oh, the whole first year.
Boy!
But I said not always. Even when we first started dating, you wanted to do those things. I have no idea why. I was like, I'm going to do it. He's like, no, I got it.
That's just the things that
it's a custom. Yeah, that's just part of you. So, I mean...
And you weren't going to.
I was. Eventually. This is a long time. But right nowadays, it is that Paige is home most of the day, so she does do most of the chores at home, whereas I'm away. I'm actually, at the actual job. So I can't get to all the things that she can, like in between classes. She'll try to wash dishes here or put a load of clothes in or sweep up or mop or whatever. Whereas I do what I can when I get home. I do bathe the children every day.
Yeah, you do that. I appreciate that.
Boy, what is it? Goofy? But I do my parts. I put them to bed. Or as I say, shut the house down. It's over. We done here.
House shut down.
House shut down. Turn the lights off. Put the humidifier on. Let's get it popping. What are you laughing at? Go eat your cereal. Get out of here. Thank you. So yeah, go ahead.
Go bring it to Mello.
Ask Mello for some cereal.
Bye.
Bye. Ask Mello. So are we happy with the way we divide?
Oh, you never said if you were happy now. You just talked about the divide.
Oh, I mean, it's what we can muster every day.
For me, I would say it can use some work. But things can always use some work.
Yes.
I think that part of me is that I like things to be a certain way. Mm-hmm. So sometimes instead of giving you time to get to certain things, I'm like, let me just go ahead and do it so it's over with and done. Mm-hmm. And I've realized that sometimes it's like, no, just be patient and wait and see if he's going to do it, because if not, he'll probably just be expecting you to do it. Like Paige is just going to get to it eventually. Which I don't think that you even come from that approach. I just think you genuinely forget about things. Mm-hmm. And it's easy for you to like overlook some stuff. Yeah.
And if it's, I mean, like if I see that the clothes are piling up, I'll go wash a couple of those. I'm like, okay, well, I got to wash those. Or if I see, I cut the grass, when I see the grass getting high. So it's just, when I see something happen, or sometimes I'm stepping on a bunch of cereal that they've wasted. Okay, well, I just grab a broom and start sweeping. So mine is more of, okay, when I see it needs to be done and it's getting too bad, then I'll do it. But I don't like think in my head, okay, in 3 days I'm going to wash the load for this and that, or I'm just going to wait till Paige do it. I don't think either one of those. I'm just more of, okay, when it needs to be done, then I see it needs to be done, then I do it. But yeah, I do forget stuff often.
Like, remember on Full House?
No. Let's start there.
Oh, you don't know Full House?
I know what Full House is.
Danny the dad?
I'm about to say, whatever episode you're talking about, I don't know.
No, not a specific episode. You know how the dad was?
Yeah. The very type A.
Like, that's me.
Yes.
And then you would be like, brothers. Yeah, the uncles.
The other uncles. Specifically, Jesse? Not Jesse, because Jesse wasn't that bad. It was the other uncle.
What was the other name? Cut it out.
Yeah. I don't remember.
The other one.
Anywho.
Good enough for me.
Okay, how's our friendship, and are we happy with the quality of our emotional and intellectual intimacy?
What psychology website did you get this off of?
First things first. It's a relationship review, man.
First question, how's our friendship? Our friendship is great. We have always been really good friends. Yeah.
Ain't never fail.
Like, even yesterday, we were cracking up.
Bruh.
Because we finished each other's sentence about something we saw on TV. It was like so specific to where it's like only we would know what it meant.
I don't even remember what it was.
And we were dying laughing, and I just remember saying like, I'm so glad. Like, I don't understand how people can be in a relationship and just not be like friends with each other, because we really we rib each other. Mm-hmm. We crack jokes all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, we play pranks. It's just, we have deep conversation, like things that you would do with your normal friends. Yeah. So when you add that layer of intimacy to it, it's just like, I really can't see how people are in like romantic relationships and not friends first. Yeah. Because that's somebody you're letting someone deeper into you, and so.
You have to say all that.
Not like that.
Family friend podcast. But no, you're right, because and especially we can't see it because that's the only way we've ever known. Mm-hmm. It's 14 years. I mean, right. we don't know any other way to be in a relationship, a committed relationship, and not be friends. Thank you. Boy, get out of here.
What you looking at?
You're staring. Go back to Mello. Go show Mello. Go show sister. Show it to your sister.
Go get a trampoline. Go jump.
That's blue?
Go jump in the trampoline.
It's blue. Yeah, now go show your sister. Go.
Bye.
So yeah, that's the only way that we know. That's
Right.
for sure. Okay. What's something specific I can do this week to help you feel loved or supported?
Well, my first thought was, dang, this week almost over.
Like, dang, all you could do is.
We're gonna start next week.
Okay, what about next week?
Something loved or supported. You always make me feel loved, so I'm gonna go with supported. I would say maybe
This is a podcast. People
oh wait,
talking,
I was
saying
thinking.
something.
More supported. I guess just being a little bit more present when you see that I'm burnt out, other than just telling me to go lay down. Like taking some of those tasks off my plate.
Okay.
Or, which I probably
now
would
hear me
prefer.
out. Okay, hear me out. You gotta tell me what task it is. You know I gotta.
But that's the thing. I shouldn't have to tell you.
No, you should,
Look
because
around
I
and
am not
see.
you. I don't think how you think. I could do 3 tasks, and there's none of the ones that you thought I needed to be done. That needs to be done.
Fair. That's valid. Okay. Or, I was about to say we have a date night, but there's no way we could get rid of the
Well,
kids.
we had a date night last night.
Yeah.
We stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning talking, shooting the breeze, and
We did.
because they went to sleep early. We was like, we could shoot the podcast, or we could
Let's
just
just
have
have
some time
some
to
time, yeah.
ourselves.
So
Okay.
yeah, I guess I'll just go with the first one.
Okay.
Or let's plan a date night.
Who watch the kids
Well, that's why we're planning it, so we can plan with somebody to watch the kids.
for next week?
No, just
Oh,
a future
gotcha.
date.
Oh gosh, yes. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, yeah. I was trying to think of what the date night, where, and how. It's, okay, oh yeah, we're gonna plan that. We're gonna plan that. Okay, gotcha. Mine would be. I don't know.
I was about to say, and it can't be nothing nasty.
Well, I was thinking about some nasty, but this is a family podcast. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say that one. No. I don't know. Just, I don't know. Oh,
It's
okay.
a podcast.
Okay. So a lot of times when you're done with school and I'm done with work, you still be having a headphone and listening to whatever the song right here. She got the one headphone in. She don't know how to act. And then I'm talking to her, thinking huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's crazy. She listens to the thing the whole time. Take that little headphone out here. She went to sleep with it all day last night. We had a whole 4-hour conversation. She went to sleep with that headphone in the ear right here. You seen it on the episode of this podcast. She forgot the headphone in the ear.
That's the only personal time I get.
So just take the little headphone out every once in a while. Just take that little headphone out here. Look, your husband here. Just take the little headphone out here. Put it right here. Okay.
That is hilarious. You didn't have to call me out.
You need to be crying laughing. All right, one more question.
Okay.
Do we have any fresh wounds that still need help resolving and healing? Which
What?
I don't know. Okay, that was the last. Never mind. We're not even going to that one.
Yeah, I will say on something relative to that question. When we do have issues that come up in our relationship, I really appreciate the fact that we intentionally sit and work it through, so that we won't have to answer questions like any fresh wounds, like.
Well,
no.
we take it head on, even if it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
when
it's like very hard, we make sure we work through it, because
we gotta address it.
It's crazy to just keep going back.
Yeah,
that's not fair to either one of us. Like, it would. One, I wouldn't be fair to myself. You wouldn't be fair to yourself, to keep allowing yourself to go back through things like that and keep rehashing. Like, that's foolish.
Get through it, punch through it, and then try to internalize the what we can take from it. So
yeah.
Any last words, Poop?
I've enjoyed this, even though we've gone through our relationship before on this podcast. I think we went through it in a different way.
Different way this time, yeah.
So I always appreciate it. Thank you for the 14 years.
Shout out.
They've been lovely.
Appreciate your 14 years and counting. You hear me saying?
So much growth.
You and me against the world. You hear me? Shout out. That was our tagline.
Our old hashtag,
Way back when. Thank you for watching another episode. Listen to the episode.
Thank
Taking
you
the
guys
stage.
so much and for being on a journey with us this entire time.
It's a long journey.
Mm-hmm.
We still rocking.
It ain't over.
Ain't over.
It ain't over.
It ain't over. No. Oh, you ain't say Stomp. All what people say, it ain't over. It ain't over. Stomp. Okay, anyway.
Here you go.
All my people say.
I know. I was like, I promise.
The stomp, the whole stomp, nothing but the stomp.
It ain't over.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Hey podcasters, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also listen to our audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a good